Hi, I'm Pastor Tad from Calvary Chapel, Ellensburg. Doesn't it feel like the world has gone crazy? You're not the only one to think this way. Just about everyone is looking at the world around us and wondering if the events in the book of Revelation are taking place or about to take place. Here in the United States, we seem so completely divided. There's name-calling, labeling, everything is politicized. There's no confidence in Olympia or DC. China seems to be on the verge of economic collapse, which is certain to have worldwide fallout. Russia is amassing troops on the Ukraine border. Iran, Israel are continuing to escalate threats. Did you hear that just a few months ago, scientists injected human cells into the embryos of monkeys? All this craziness, and I haven't even mentioned COVID, or mandates, or booster shots, or politicians wielding power without checks and balances. People can just feel the pressure building. And a recent survey I read said that nearly 1 out of every 3 people believe that an apocalyptic event is going to happen in their lifetime. Over 10% of the people believe that things will never return to normal again. The average person takes in all this information, oftentimes conflicting information, and they're not sure how to understand it, interpret it, what it all means. But instead of looking to mainstream media or social media, the best way to understand what's going on in the world around us is through biblical prophecy. You see, the enemy wants us to look at the events that are taking place in the world and have it cause fear and anxiety and hopelessness. But the Lord wants us to look at those very same events and have us be filled with confidence and hope. Jesus said this, "Now when these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draws near." The book of Revelation is the culmination of God's redemptive plan for humanity. It's a book written to strengthen us. It's a book written to create hope in us, no matter what's going on in the world around us. When I was young, I grew up believing and being told that the book of Revelation couldn't be understood. But God didn't give us the book of Revelation to confuse us or to create fear in our lives. In fact, the word revelation means to reveal, to uncover, to make known. And it's the revelation of Jesus Christ. It's the revelation of who He is and what He's coming to do. I want you to listen to this promise from Revelation 1, verse 3. "Blessed is he who reads and those who hear the words of this prophecy and keep the things that are written in it, for the time is near." It's the only book of the Bible that contains such a promise. And for that reason, the enemy doesn't want us to read or understand the book of Revelation, but God does. And so I want to invite you to join us in trusting God and believing His promise to us as we begin an in-depth, chapter by chapter, verse by verse study through the book of Revelation on Sunday mornings. I hope you can make it out.